a certain something.
You could close your eyes and you would not know that this voice is coming out of a 7-year-old.
LeAnn had this musical ear. She could hear things none of us could hear.
There was too much talent inside her not to let it come out.
They chased one goal relentlessly.
At 5 and 6, that girl was serious.
I don't think most adults would be able to handle the schedule that she had.
Through struggles,
She was afraid to go to school.
These girls took her and held her while one of them poured paint on her.
and setbacks.
500 shows in less than 2 years. What does that do to someone?
She walked off the stage and she collapsed.
Some people are just driven. A child prodigy's relentless pursuit of superstardom.
You can sing and sing and sing, but if you don't have the right label, you might as well just sing in the shower.
LeAnn was willing to do whatever it took.
Never before seen images, stories, and revelations from the people who know what really happened.
There's a line in the song that says, "I'm gonna have my breakfast with pink champagne." The minute radio stations heard that, red flag goes up. She can't talk about drinking pink champagne.
Because they lived it with her.
LeAnn would say, "Don't mention my age. I don't think everybody needs to know I'm 11 anymore. I'm going places."
She knew where the goal line was, and she's going for it.
This is Driven. LeAnn Rimes.
Margaret LeAnn Rimes was born August 28th, 1982.
Her parents are Belinda and Wilbur.
Belinda still refers to her as the miracle baby. For a long time, she and Wilbur tried and tried and tried, and no luck.
Every time we would see each other, she'd say, "Miss Johnny, please pray that I'll have a baby."
And then all of a sudden, along came LeAnn.
She grew up in Pearl, Mississippi.
Small town. Everyone knew everybody. LeAnn's dad sang. Belinda's got a magic ear. I think a combination of both of those ended up in LeAnn, and she just got the gift. It was 18 months old that she was singing. She sang more than she spoke.
Sing Amazing Grace, sugar.
A little higher.
Amazing grace, how sweet and sound.
It was just really amazing to see this little girl just barely walking and just belting out these songs.
As big as they are now.
But now I see.
One of my earliest memories of LeAnn is being on stage with her father.
Just remember,
You're the one thing.
I can't get enough of.
And LeAnn just took over.
Yes, I know it's on your mind when you say, stay with me tonight.
Just remember.
She had natural talent right then. You could tell it.
There was too much talent inside her not to let it come out.
LeAnn was one of the performers at Pearl Day. Pearl Day is an annual celebration of celebrating Pearl.
And it's just like a big parade, marching bands, cars with the beauty queens coming down the city streets.
And they always have performers on the stage there.
For LeAnn to be a part of Pearl Day was a really big thing.
I remember this little girl performing, and she had this curly little hair and all these little ringlets, and very dressed up, and she had such an intensity. I thought, wow, I mean, how can somebody this age be so intense? It was just wild.
I couldn't believe that she was that good.
You could tell she was loving what she was doing.
Of course, if you sing, you have to dance.
The dance instructor at the time noticed that LeAnn had the ability to get on stage and just kind of take over, and a very quick learner. She could show her steps, and LeAnn just had it down. The dance teacher knew someone that was running a pageant.
Pageants are a popular pastime for girls in our area. LeAnn was in our January Jubilee pageant. The judges were looking for a well-groomed child that was not too overdone and that could carry herself well on stage.
We knew that she had something that other children her age didn't have.
I don't think there was any question who our winner would be that day.
She entered quite a few of the pageants, and she usually placed at the top.
LeAnn owned more than one trophy.
The parents love those big trophies, and they do look good.
I remember walking in her room, and there were probably 2 or 3 that were 6 feet tall, taller than her.
Well, now her dad, Wilbur, he's thinking, dang, maybe this kid's serious about this. And he said, LeAnn, let me ask you something. Is this really what you want to do with your life? She said, yes, Daddy.
She always talked about wanting to be a star.
I can remember being 5 and 6, and, you know, I played in the dirt. At 5 and 6, that girl was serious. She knew what she wanted.
Definitely singing was her talent and her passion.
I can't think of anyone that I know that knew from the beginning what they wanted to do. And she's known all along.
And so Wilbur started working with her and started helping her. Started getting her prepared.
LeAnn's daddy told us that they were moving to Dallas and that he was going to make LeAnn a star.
Here was a family who picked up where they were from, everything they've done, sold their business, moved to Dallas to further their daughter's career.
Now, LeAnn's mother and dad were just working people, you know. Wilbur worked for a oil field supply business.
Her mother worked part-time jobs, you know, to be able to take her to lessons.
They weren't poor, but they didn't have everything they needed.
LeAnn's family moved into an apartment building. Belinda said, we have no room, and we just kind of live in a little tiny place, but we have what we need for LeAnn to be able to sing.
You walk into the small apartment, and here was this recording studio. I thought, what do they do here? Where do they live? Where do they sit for dinner?
They were willing to do what it took.
For anyone to come to Dallas from a small town and expect to make it is a dream. It's a naive dream. The odds of actually making it in Dallas are just unheard of. You know, if you were to ask me to bet money on it, I'd keep my money.
Next, LeAnn struggles to break into the grown-up world of country music.
A lot of the people that performed were older, and there was LeAnn.
I don't think she was allowed in these places.
Then, her young career hits a sour note.
The idea is that I'm not sure-footed here. I'm on this raft, but I think it's going to sink.
Later, LeAnn's classmates proved to be her toughest critics.
She was subjected to some abuse.
Got the locker open and put her in the locker and closed the locker. Sometimes kids can be really cruel.
I was born